A little boy in a yellow raincoat leans over a storm drain, and the clown inside smiles back. What if I told you that moment, one tiny paper boat, sets off a chain of horror that haunts an entire town for decades? Today, we're diving into the first 70 pages of Stephen King's It. And trust me, nothing is as it seems. Because right after Georgie Denbrough disappears into the darkness, another body shows up. This time, it's 1985. Another clown sighting. Another death. And the people who thought they escaped this nightmare, they're about to be dragged back, whether they want to or not. What force is waking up beneath Derry? Stephen King doesn't just write a horror story. He builds a cursed ecosystem. Derry, Maine isn't just a setting. It's a character. One that's been feeding on tragedy for generations. From page 1, King shows you a place where people look away at exactly the wrong moment. Where violence is normal. Where children vanish, accidents happen, and no one asks too many questions. And beneath all of this, something hungry. Something patient. Something that wakes up every 27 years. Let's go back to 1957. It's raining hard. Bill Denbrough, sick in bed, helps his little brother Georgie waterproof a small paper boat. It's a wholesome, almost cinematic scene. Until Georgie takes the boat outside. He chases it along the flooded curb, laughing, splashing, raincoat flapping behind him. And then the boat disappears down a storm drain. Georgie kneels, reaches into the darkness, and a pair of yellow eyes look back. A voice says, "Hiya, Georgie." The clown inside introduces himself as Pennywise. He jokes. He smiles. He offers the boat back. And King does something incredibly cruel. He lets you believe Georgie might actually be safe. But then, the darkness explodes. The town calls it a tragic accident. But you, the reader, know better. It wasn't a storm drain. It was a mouth. Fast forward 28 years. A young man named Adrian Mellon is attacked by a group of bullies. They beat him, throw him off a bridge. But that's not the part that shocks Derry. The part no one wants to talk about? A clown. Yes, a clown, seen smiling under the bridge, holding balloons. You realize Pennywise is awake again. Now we meet Mike Hanlon, the only member of the childhood friend group, the Losers Club, who stayed in Derry. Mike works at the library, but his real job is this. He watches. He waits. He keeps the promise the group made as kids. And now, with another murder on his hands, he picks up the phone. He calls the first person, and the second, and the third. Each call hits like a trauma detonation. Their adult lives split open, releasing memories they thought were gone forever. The grown-up losers react like people who've just smelled smoke from a childhood house fire. Confusion, panic, sweating, vomiting, shaking, terror without a name. Something they defeated long ago is awake, and it wants them back. Most of the first 70 pages focus on Bill, Georgie's older brother. Bill is now a famous writer, living an adult life full of success, stability, and a loving wife. But when Mike calls, that life cracks like thin ice. Suddenly he remembers the stutter he thought he outgrew, the friends he lost touch with, the summer when children disappeared, the storm drain, the guilt, the voice saying, "Hiya, Georgie." Bill realizes something terrifying. He didn't just lose his brother. He left the monster alive, and now he has to go back. This is the emotional core of part 1. Bill's guilt is a force stronger than any horror on the page. He doesn't want to return to Derry. He needs to, because somewhere deep inside, he knows that the thing in the sewer never forgot him. What happened the summer they fought it the first time? Even before the losers reunite, King lays the groundwork for the story's biggest themes. 1. Memory as trauma. The losers don't just remember, they relive their childhood horror the moment Mike calls. 2. Cycles of violence. Pennywise returns like a fever, infecting the town every few decades. 3. The power of childhood bonds. The losers were strongest together, and the story hints they're about to need that strength again. 4. A town that looks away. The scariest thing in Derry isn't the clown. It's the silence. By the time you hit page 70, the plot is coiled like a spring. Bill is on his way home. The other losers are being pulled toward Derry by a force they can't explain. And Pennywise, somewhere deep underground, senses them. It remembers their fear, their pain, their taste. The first 70 pages don't give you the showdown. They give you the dread, the feeling that the monster you escaped as a kid might still be waiting right where you left it. And that's just the beginning. The first 70 pages of It don't show you the monster. They show you its shadow.